Hello everyone, this is Jyoti. Today let us discuss about forward pass and backward pass, which comes under the topic called software project management. Before moving into the forward pass and backward pass, let's have some introduction. Firstly, in today's business world, we come across with different kinds of project. Each project has its own schedule or follows some schedule. Even we use a computer to generate a schedule. Then what are these schedule? The schedule are used to management tools to communicate the work sequence, which dictate the state of start and finish date for activities, and also it tracks the progress about the project. Then how can we schedule or how the project can be managed along with the schedule? Before that, we need a thorough understanding of basic scheduling terms and also need to learn how their values are calculated. To that, we use a method called AON, which means activity on node calculation method. So let's move on to the basic terms. What are those basic terms? Firstly, activity. It is the task name. Secondly, duration. The amount of time required to complete a scheduled activity. Next, early start. It is also can be denoted as ES. Earliest date the activity can start. Early finished EF. Earliest date that the activity can finish. Late start LS. Latest date that the activity can start without causing a delay to the project completion date. Lastly, late finish. Late date that the activity can finish without causing a delay to the project completion date. Still, there are few more basic terms, but the most common used terms are considered here. Let's now look into the diagrammatic representation of how a single node of how a single activity node can consist of, which consists of activity, duration, early start, early finish, late start and late finish. Let's move on to the main thing in our topic. Firstly, the forward pass. Forward pass is a technique used to move through a project network diagram. A forward pass calculates the early start, early finished value for each activity along with the overall project duration. The calculation process begins with placing a 0 in the early start position of the first activity. The rest of the calculations are continued with the use of the following formula. That is, early start should be the maximum or the highest early finish value from immediate predecessors. Early finish should be early start plus duration. Let us consider an example. Based on this tabular, we need to go representing the activity node. The actions are considered from A to H and predecessor For A is nothing, but the duration is C. For B, the predecessor is A. Even for C, the predecessor is A. D, for D it is B. For E and F, the predecessor is C. For G, the predecessor is D and E. For H, the predecessor is G and F. A has a duration of 3, B has a duration of 4, C has a duration of 2, D has a duration of 5. For E, 1, F, 2, G, 4, H, 3. So, by using the forward pass formula, we are calculating the early start and the early finish value. But as the forward pass method, initially the early start value should be start with 0. So from 0, the calculation part start with early to get the early finished value. Here it comes the early finished value. To get the early finished value, we need to calculate the early start plus duration. So 0 plus 3 will be 3. For moving to B, we need to consider the maximum. Means to get the early start, we need to consider the maximum or the highest of early finished value. Here it is only 3. So we are considering 3 as a early start. So now calculating 3 plus 4 will be 7. The same thing will be applied to C. 3 plus 2 will be 5. Next, after C, let's move on to D. The highest value is 7. 7 plus 5 will be 12. Next, for E, the highest value is 5. 5 plus 1 will be 6. For F, the early start value will be 5. 5 plus 2 will be 7. Now, to move on to G, we have a two predecessor. One is D and another one is E. So, in here, we for getting G high early start value, we need to check the early which is the highest early first value, early finished value, that is 12 or 6. So 12 is the highest finishing value, so we need to consider 12. So 12 plus 4 will be 16. Here in between these two, 16 has the highest value, so 16. 16 plus 3 will be 19. This is how the forward pass value is calculated. We move from left to right. Let's now move on to the backward pass. The second step in calculation is comprised to the backward pass. The backward pass tells us the latest time activities can start and finish without violating a schedule constraints or without causing to the project to be late. Through this pass, the late start and late finish value can be calculated. The formula for the backward pass is for the late start is equal to late finish minus duration. For the late finish, the minimum or the lowest LS means late start value from immediate successor. Let's see the example. The same example, but in backward pass, we move from right to left. So the value finished will be 19. 19 minus 3 will be 16. We need to consider as a minimum value. we have only 16, so we are taking the 16 to here, and also for here. So 16 minus 4 will be 12. Here 16 minus 2 will be 14. The minimum value will be 12. For here also 12. 12 minus 5 will be 7. 12 minus 1 will be 11. Here we need to consider minimum value as a 7. For this, the minimum value will be 11. So 7 minus 4 will be 3. 11 minus 2 will be 9. In this both, minimum value will be 3. 3 minus 3 will be 0. By looking at this, we can tell that A, B, D, G and H, which has a critical path. Not even a single day the schedule cannot be varied. The project, what the schedule has been given for these activities has to be done on the same day. If it may vary, the schedule may get extended or the information may go wrong. So this is all about the forward pass and backward pass. Thank you.